Welcome to a new Euro Goodness unboxing. Today we're going to be taking a look at Orleans and its expansion, The Plague. This is the third expansion. I'm aware that there's two other ones, but I don't have a lot of experience with this, and I was able to get these as like a nice bundle, so that's what we're going to be doing. So first, let's take a look at the base game of Orleans. So this game came out quite a while ago. I think it came out in like 2014 at this point. And so it's like 12 years old. It's a very popular game. It is sitting in top 100 on Board Game Geek, and it has been for some time. We are big fans of Altiplano, which is kind of the spiritual successor to Orleans. Really enjoy that game and keep hearing good things about the prequel, and many people tend to prefer it, so we figured we'll give it a try. And so we will see. Okay. All right. Let's see what we got here. We got plenty of cubes, different player colors. So we have, looks like we got some cubes. We got a little worker. Looks very similar to the one in Altiplano, and some little houses. Very nice. So these are in the actually 5 player colors here. There's blue, yellow, red, green, and black. So kind of old school German Euro colors that are maybe not the most colorblind friendly. And then some bags. All right. These are drawbacks for your tokens. These are a lot nicer than the bags that came in Altiplano. So I don't know if this is upgraded in more recent printings, but these are nice big bags. Okay. The ones that came in Altiplano were really small, and they kind of fell apart, so we replaced them with some upgraded bags, but these have like nice drawstrings for the player colors. Yeah, so these are nice bags. All right, and then a bunch of different bags, always appreciated. Never have enough of those. Okay, and then we have the rule book here. So it has all the game components here. And then this is the setup for the game with like the main board and all the player components as well. Okay, looks pretty straightforward. You have like a map here, and then I guess a technology market as well, and some tracks that you can move on and your money. And then it goes through build the game, course of play, and then the different phases of the game and how they work. And there's a 2-player variant, I guess, for not needing to pay for being behind on tracks, which is nice. Okay, and then the actions are explained here for the different types of workers or tokens that you pull. Yeah, so they're all kind of explained here, and then there's the development track is explained here, and then the end of game scoring. So actually pretty light rules. It's only 9 pages. Without setup, it's really like 5 or 6 pages. It's pretty easy. And then all the events are described here, and then the actions are described as well. Okay. And then that's nice. There's an overview on the back for how many tiles you use in each player count, and some general rules reminders here. So it's really nice. So that's a little bit more straightforward than Altiplano. Altiplano is a bit of a heavier game here. Tons and tons of punch board here. So we got, I guess these are player boards. Scriptorium, Town Hall, maybe not. These might be they might be player boards. I'm not super familiar with this game. So for now, we'll say that these are player boards until I know otherwise. But you have all the worker tokens, decent thickness on the cardboard. The ones from Altiplano are probably similar thickness because they were also originally printed by DLP. Our first print run of Altiplano, the cardboard, the glue was like bad and the token split, but then we got sent new tokens of it, and we've been playing it for the last like 6 years with those cardboard chips, and they're completely fine. So nice tokens, you know, pretty standard. Yeah, and here's another one, so these must be player boards. Okay, and then you have the, I think this is like the deed board. And so you can like get rid of workers out here for different benefits and maybe for some scoring at the end. Okay. Some goods tokens, some money. All right. Lots of goods. We got cheese, wine, looks like wheat, and the wool, yarn, something like that. Another player board. More money, more events. So these are events, which is nice because I enjoyed the events that Altiplano's expansion brought in. They weren't in the base game, but they were in the expansion, and they were much appreciated. So we always use those. Some more coins in our player board. Okay. And then these are, I guess, like technologies that you can get. So you have your own asymmetric. You start to build that asymmetric actions that only you can use, which is nice. It's a really fun part of the game. And we have the game board. So let me set this aside and we will take a look at the board. Okay. Okay, nothing on the back, just some, smart work. All right, so not a huge board, which is nice. It's just a fourfold. So this is like the map that you're going to move around in, and then the goods tiles will be here. And then you have the tracks over here that you can move on, and then I guess like a technology display as well, and some victory points. Yeah, so it's kind of nice not to have something that's too sprawling. A lot of games are very sprawling these days. Okay, so that's the main components in the base game here. Let's open up the expansion. So this is the Plague expansion. This was the third one. Like I said, there's two other ones. I think there's like a Trade and Intrigue, and then I forget what the other one is. There's like two other ones. This one adds these like plague type cards and tokens to your bag. So I think it makes the game tighter, but it also gives you some more options and some more variability. So I don't know. Maybe gives you a little bit of one of those like kind of Spire Crest feels where the game is harsher, but you have more options to deal with the new challenges. Okay. All right. So got a rule book, pretty light. It's only 8 pages. So there's a beneficial deeds board, and then some of these plague cards, indulgence cards, corpse tokens. And then I guess you get this infirmary worker placement spot as well. And then it explains the setup, how the plague cards work, the events, the corpse tokens. So I think they go into your bag, and then when they're drawn out, you'll get to like place them out here, and then maybe they'll trigger certain things, and there's ways to get rid of them. Plague Doctor. Okay. And then like the appendix, and then some new events. So everything's explained well. Doesn't seem super complicated, but we'll see. Okay, and then we got the little, so I guess every player has one of these probably on their board then, because there seems there's 5 of them. These little like Plague Doctor meeples, kind of cool. Oh, this goes over here. Okay, some more bags, which is great. And then we have some cards. All right. Okay. So I guess these are the indulgence cards, and these are the plague cards. Okay. So these have some kind of like negative effects on them, and maybe these are like little goals and stuff that you're trying to achieve, spend in different parts of the city. Okay. Card quality is That's fine. They're a little bit on the thin side, but they're stiff enough. I don't think it's really going to be a problem. All of the other games that I've had from like DLP, the card quality is fine. They hold up. It's just okay. Okay, so those are cards. And then we have some more punch board here. All right, so we have the corpse tokens here, and then some more types of events, and then some new technologies, I guess, related to the new mechanics. And then the infirmaries for the different player colors, so the black, yellow, red, green, and blue. Okay. And then this is like, I guess, like a sideboard that you use as well. Maybe gives you different actions, and looks like it's for 2 players plus. Oh, and then you add, if you play with 4 or more, you get to use this lower level. And then some new, I guess, like plague type events and some more of those corpse tokens. Okay, so not a ton of stuff in the expansion, but decent amount. And so that is it. So that'll do it for this Euro Goodness unboxing. So that's Orleans and then the Plague expansion here. If you enjoyed this unboxing, then please consider commenting, liking, and subscribing for more content. And thank you for joining me. Have a nice day.